everybody, Eric, Accidental Birdie. Today I'm going to be beta testing my course that I've been working on. This is my home course actually, so this is the South course at Bretwood in Keene, New Hampshire. So I will be playing it, and I think it looks pretty good so far. There's just some details I need to put in there, but I mean, if you haven't played it before, you wouldn't know what details are missing. But that is what we're going to do today. They actually have two courses, the South and the North. I'm working on the North as well, but this one's actually ready to play on. So I'm going to be playing on the South course. I believe it's 6,100 yards from the blue tees and 67 from the golds. I'm going to be playing the blues today. So yeah, let's get to it. And I haven't even warmed up, so this is going to be interesting. Let me make sure that everything's working. Looks like I'm live where I'm supposed to be. If you're on the Tea and Tobacco channel, be sure to check out the link below to go to Accidental Birdie and follow over there for all the other golf stuff that I'll be putting together over time. Let's go move this ball, take a few swings, loosen up a little bit. Oh yeah. This course actually starts off with 2 par 5s in a row. This one's a dog-legged right. And that's about where I usually end up in real life too. How's it going, Empress? Yes, it has been a while. I've been very busy doing a lot of stuff. So this is where I usually end up in real life. So I'm going to aim a little bit to the right here. It may look a little weird on the screen, but so the actual aim point is way off to the right-hand side because I just have so much space, so I'm moved way over to the right, so that's why it's going to look a little funny. You'll see where the ball comes out, though. Oh, you can see the ball right down at the bottom right-hand corner. So that's actually my center point. Oh, I sliced the crap out of that. Oh, and made it through the trees. What do I got left? 60. I'll grab my 52. Actually, let me fix. Let's see, settings. I have the putt. Let's turn that back down to 6 feet. I was doing some testing, so I didn't want to deal with the putting. Does it feel realistic? Yes, actually, it's very, very realistic. It's actually pretty amazing. So I have the launch monitor that I'm using is the Unicore iMini Lite. So as you can see on the top right hand corner, you can actually see the ball strike as well. So it has 2 cameras. So it does ball speed, it does club speed, and it makes all these calculations based on spin and all that jazz. So it's actually really close to real life. So pretty crazy. So it's nice to actually hit real golf balls in my house. Oh, a little far. Spin back a little bit. I'm going to spin back. The putting is the weirdest thing on this though, because I mean it's just weird. Downhill 31 feet, a little left to right. I'm not sure I hit it hard enough. Oh, I might have. Pretty close. So yeah, since there's snow on the ground, it's freezing, I can still play. So like I said, this is actually my home course. I've been building it. So it's pretty close. And it plays very similar to the real course. So this is actually the first full playthrough on this course. And that was just a weird swing and I hit the ceiling. That's the only thing. I have like 9'8" ceilings, so it's just a little short. But this is usually where I actually land in real life as well, so it's very close to what I normally do. Oh, that was bad. I topped that. You'll be able to see that in the replay. Oh yeah, right off the heel. Alright, let's get it a little closer. That was good. Cover the trap, cover the trap. Cool. This is a pretty tricky green. There's a lot of like undulation and stuff on it. If you look at the right hand corner, you can kind of see there's a big bump right there. So you kind of want to go a little bit to the right hand side because the whole green kind of falls off to the left from where I am right here. Oh, I did not read that very well. That was terrible. It was 60 yards, not 60 feet. That is totally different. That was bad. Getting the distance down is a little weird. You just have to go. You have to really go with the numbers because it's hard just to see. And I have pizza on my shirt. Awesome. All right. All right. Left or right? Little uphill. Not too bad. A double bogey is not uncommon on this hole. All right, we got 155 to the pin. It's playing downhill a bit. I haven't been hitting stuff really far. I had a cold and I lost a lot of distance, so this looks a little weird. Oh, I probably screwed up. Whoops. I screwed up some of the planting. As you can see, I accidentally planted all over the tee box. Okay, so I guess I gotta fix that. So that's something I gotta fix, but it should be fine. The plants are only visual. The surface that I'm on is set as a tee box, so these plants should not have actually any effect. They're just visuals. Oh, I rough added that. But I made it to the green. I probably would have killed that actually if I. All right, I'm on the fringe. I'm going to switch to my putter. 52 feet, right to left, relatively flat. What pin? Yeah, this is the back pin. Think I gave it enough? Did I gave it too much? Yeah, just a little bit. Alright, a little left to right, a little uphill. So I basically just want to hit to the screen, and that should be good. Actually, just a little short of the screen. What did I do that was funny? I totally missed it. Oh, the plants, yeah. The plants are just like all over the place. Not supposed to be where those are. I made a quick adjustment to some of the vegetation right before I started. So I forgot to mask out those little spots. So there's a river right here on the left. If you see the cart path that starts to turn to the right, but straight down the middle here. There's actually a river right there. It snakes through the entire course, as you can see down on the mini map on the right hand side. So you kind of want to go straight at that pine tree that's straight out a ways. I purposely put the pine tree right there because that's mark in real life. That's way off to the right, but it'll be safe. But it is a long way to the green from there. That's not where you want to end up most of the time. But it is where I end up a lot of the time. So that tree just to the left of the distance marker is the edge of the river, and it starts snaking to the left. So as long as I stay to the right of that tree, I should be okay. Nice and straight. I don't think I made it to the second fairway though. Oh, maybe I did. I can chip on from there. Got my 56 degree. Man, I put the Thursday, so GSPro. Hold on. Oh no, I shanked it. GSPro has 4 different pin locations, and they have them by day. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday pins. I'm playing the Thursday pins. I think I put all the Thursday pins in the hardest spots on the green. And that was, let me see. Oh yeah, look at that! Right off the shank, right on the inside of the club. I actually hit the shank. Let's try not to do that again. This is a pretty tough green. This is a tough location. You can see it slopes quite a lot right where my ball is sitting. I tried to put the pins in decent spots. Alright, 10 feet, basically just past the screen, left to right, a little uphill as well, so actually a little bit more past the screen. And I hit it way too hard. I killed that. That was way more than past the screen. Alright, downhill, little right to left. Just basically to the screen. Made a double there too. +4 through 4. Not terrible. The biggest asset missing from this hole is straight in front is the river. There's actually a covered bridge that goes over it. So you either have to go out to the right-hand side a little bit and land out in the fairway. Or if you really want to try to go for it, you have to hit it over the covered bridge. So that's a piece I need to put in. It is 295, so if you can make it there, then, well, you're hitting it a lot farther than me. So I usually just play it straight at the bunker that you can just see peeking out to the right-hand side of the trees. And that is going to be a tough one and might be in the rough. Oh, nope, I'm good. I mean in the little swamp area there. Depending on the time of year, that swamp area is water, or it's just completely just like mush, and you can't really do much about it. I got 112 to the pin. I'm gonna grab a gap wedge, 48-degree gap wedge. Oh, I shanked it. Goddamn, I'm getting way too inside on those. I need to stand back farther from the wall. Get out the trusty 56-degree again. And if it's windy, yes, you do have to, the wind can come into play. Right now, I just have it set to calm. As you can see up at the top, it says 0 miles an hour south. So it'll tell you what the distance is if it goes. And the water... What do you mean by overflows? I mean, yeah, if you land it in the water, then you gotta take a drop. The water isn't dynamic, though. Oh man, I killed that way too hard. Shoot. So the level of the river is actually just set, and all the ponds and stuff. But in real life, that little marsh, right, that we can look at right there, can get pretty high. In the spring, definitely. No, so you don't have to worry about it, at least on the fake course. You do not have to worry about it. But in real life, it does get pretty high, especially in the spring. There's a dam literally only a half-mile upriver from this course. So this course ends up getting used as a floodplain if they have to release like excess water and whatnot. River goes right down the left-hand side of this hole all the way down to the green, so you just want to avoid that. There's a hole that runs up on the right-hand side, so there's a lot of time you end up slicing it over there. Oh, I pulled it to the left, but I got it over, so that's good. I'm not the greatest golfer. I'm golfing about how I typically golf on this course. This is a typical score for me. 5 over through 5. Yep, that's pretty typical. All right, got my pitching wedge here. 131 to the pin. Oh, that should be pretty good. Right on the green. I've played this course hundreds of times, so a lot of these trees I specifically placed instead of just kind of like generically having it get placed randomly. This is a very tough green, lots and lots of break as you can see, left to right. Probably gotta go pretty far out right left here. This is a really tough green in real life too. The back pin, again, I have pretty hard pins. Usually the pin is closer to the front. So, but this green is 40 yards long. So you can either be playing at 197, like it is here, or like 167. It really depends on where they place the pin that day. Oh, I'm gonna end up, I hit big. That's alright. And that is a typical miss for me on this hole in real life. Alright, let's get the 52 degree here. Give it a nice whack out of the rough. Come on, run a little bit. Roll. Oh, just short. I mean, it'd be really cool if you could have a little bit of dynamic conditions. You can set if you have like oh geez, this putt's gonna be interesting because it starts off going to the right but then goes to the left. So I'm just gonna play it pretty much straight, basically just to the screen. Wow, that thing took off. Greens are a little faster than they are in real life. That's a rough double on that par 3. This is probably the hardest hole on the south course. It's a dogleg left, but the river is on the inside of that left the whole time. Those bunkers, you have to hit like 165, 175 to clear those bunkers. And then if you hit it a little too far, there's a marsh on the other side. So let's try to hit this at the 205 marker that I have set out there. It's going to carry the bunkers, and it's going to land right where I need it to. That is pretty much like the perfect shot on this hole. Unless you can go for the green, because you can play a really long slice. Or draw, if you're right-handed. Alright, 166. If you're familiar with this course, you'll notice on the right-hand side, I restored the bunker that they had gotten rid of that is now just kind of a grown-in blob. It used to be a bunker, but it had water problems, so they stopped maintaining it as a bunker. Oh, I'm going to end up in the bunker. Oh, just a little over the bunker. So that bunker no longer exists in real life, but I have put it back because that's how the original design was. And the only reason they don't have it is it has drainage problems. It's basically a lake until like late July, so they just stopped maintaining it. 47 yards. Hopefully I do not hit any of those branches. I'm not going to hit any of those branches because I'm going to yank it to the left, right? Did I shank that? I did. Son of a bitch. Saved the par, I think. Oh, there's a bogey? Oh, jeez. rule here is a sand trap straight ahead. You have to carry like 220 to carry the sand trap, but there is a bunch of fairway out to the right-hand side. But there also is another trap between the two holes, so you can get in a bit of trouble. .162. A long ways in. This is a tough par 4 if you do not hit a very long shot off the tee. And I don't hit them very far. Oh, I fatted it. Make it over the... Oh, it's also a back pin. So all these pins are back today. I should probably modify that and make the Thursday pins easier. I put it all the Thursday pins ended up being the hard placements. Not on purpose, it just happened that way. Alright, I'm going to putt this because in real life I would normally putt this. Just because it's like so close to the edge of the green, I wouldn't want to screw it up. 59 feet. I have to hit it through some rough though too, so I got to get it pretty good. Wow, the rough just ate that up, and I didn't make it over the lip of the hill. That was terrible. Oh my god, it's still rolling. Alright, as you can see, there's this hill that's right in front of me. It's like a 2-tiered green. Usually the pins are not placed in the back very often in real life. Alright, we got this, goes off to the right-hand side. You can barely see the marker peeking out behind the trees on that right-hand side. That's where the pin is, but it's a par 5. It's a relatively short par 5. It's only 413 when you're playing the blues. And I slice that into the next fairway if I don't hit a tree. Oh, and I hit a couple trees. All right. These trees are set specifically because this is where they are in real life. And these are roughly the type of trees that they are in real life, with these, nice open underneath and then the canopy above. So I want to keep my 3-wood down and hopefully not hit a trunk. And I got through. That's a very common thing. You can't hear me? No? You good? Try it again. Let me know. I might have just... I need to get... My wireless mic broke, so hopefully you can hear me. My new one should be showing up Tuesday. And hopefully you'll be able to hear me a lot better. Alright, I got 51 yards. Let's stand back a little bit this time. Let's try not to shank it. Ah, I killed that. I'm on the green, but I killed it. Alright, hopefully you can hear me. Just let me know. Let me check the streams here. Yeah, I should be okay, I believe. Should be alright. But, yeah. Whoever's in, just let me know if you can hear me. Because I see the audio monitors going just fine. Alright, downhill 50 feet. Kind of goes back one way, goes the other. And down this hill. Oh, I did not give enough speed down the hill. Still creeping. Nope. Not enough down the hill. Alright. Relatively straight putt, 16 feet. Let's try to get it there. That's alright. I'll take a bogey on that hole. It's usually not a hole that I bogey, but again, this hole, we got the marsh right in front of you. The river runs down the left-hand side all the way to the green, so it can be a bit of a tricky one. Oh no, and I might be in the river. And I'm totally in the river. Oh no. Alright, I guess I will take a drop. Man, that was terrible. Alright, I want to make sure that I do not go back in the river. So I'm going to hit it out to the right here. That tree on the left should be like the edge of the river, so I should be fine where I'm going. Not the greatest spot, but I'll be able to see the green from there. Empress can hear. Okay, good. Good. Oh, 155. This is a tough one because the river comes into play off there on the left, but the pin is right behind the river. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, over the river and onto the green. Feet, left to right, uphill at start, downhill after halfway point. Did I hit it hard enough? I did not. Get in there. Oh, just missed it. Man, that was a triple. Not good. That's a par 3 right over the water there. It's kind of a forward pin, so should just go. It's at 130, but I want to carry it, so I'm going to shoot for like 135, but we'll see if we can get it there. Uh-oh, that's going to be short unless I went far enough to the left. Oh! Barely made it. Does help if I grab my putter. If you like the golf content, be sure to follow the link in the description to Accidental Birdie. That's going to be my golf channel, my dedicated golf channel. I'll still stream stuff here, but anything that I do, like edited wise, is going to be over there. 40 feet. Relatively flat, but left to right. Oh, just short of Guinea Circle. So it'd be great if you went over to Accidental Birdie and joined us over there, especially once the spring comes around. All right, at least I parred that hole. I believe this is the second longest hole on this course. If you're playing from the gold tees, though, I think it's the longest. Gold tees are pretty far back. They're back like another 50 yards or so. Come on, carry the bunker, carry the bunker, carry the bunker. Gesso. So up ahead is some pretty big sand traps, but there is some fairway off there to the left, or just like straight ahead. Off to the right is a huge hill that can really get you in trouble if you go over it. And I fatted the crap out of that. So I'm still going to have 159 in to the green. It's going to be like a 7-iron. This hole is really hit or miss for me in real life. Left to right, up the hill. You need like a 21-foot putt. Didn't have the distance. I think I had the right line, but not the distance. This is dogleg right, sort of. Really, you'll just need to hit it 100 yards, because then you can reach the green from basically anywhere after that. And I might not have had that in the spot where I registered. Let's try that again. There we go. As long as I stay out of the water. Yeah, so it's only 103 yards from that spot. Grab my 52 degree. Alright, let's get it there. Stand back, stay away from it. Don't hit off the shank. Pretty good shot. That was pretty good. I like this hole. I don't know, I've always liked this hole ever since I was a little kid. Mostly because my grandfather just let me use the ball retriever, and I could get like a zillion balls out of that pond right there. Back then it wasn't as grown in as it is today. It was a little bit more watery. Today it's a lot more cattails and stuff. Got my bird. There's an accidental birdie right there. we are entering a park called Jurassic Park. It was built around the time Jurassic Park was popular, but it's also really like vegetation, marshy, pretty crazy. So these next 3 holes is where a lot of rounds go to die because they're the hardest 3 holes on the course, I think. So I need to come up short 194 to that point out in the fairway. Don't want to go too far because then there's just unplayable marsh. And I think I went off to the right hand side. I might end up in that bunker. Alright. Alright, so the pin is tucked back to the right. Sometimes it's tucked so far you can't even see it from this spot. So I'm going to hit out to the left just a little bit. That is not where I need to be. There we go. Oh, and I fatted it, and into the marsh I go. Where I usually end up in real life. And then I end up hitting like 6 balls into the marsh. So this is where my rounds usually go to die. Right on this hole, in this exact spot. And I fatted it again. And I did not make it. Yep, this is where my rounds die. Alright, that should... oh my god. At least I'm going to hit the other side. Oh, that's terrible. "95 feet. I think that's my 7th shot on this par 4. Down the hill a little bit. Wasn't terrible. Yes, I'll probably go through and fix the Thursday pins though, because these are they're definitely all in the hardest locations. Left to right. Ooh, just missed the hole. Stay in the circle. 17 over on the 16th hole. Pretty typical. Alright, we are on probably the signature hole of this course. It's a par 3. It looks pretty close. In real life it looks a lot nicer, but it's elevated tee box. It says 14 yards up, so pretty high up. It's always been a really fun hole. When they built this back in the late 90s, I remember playing it for the first time, and it was awesome. I love this hole. And I might be in the water. And I am in the water. No. I should probably set a drop zone. Oh, I didn't even tee it. I probably should have teed it. That probably would have helped. I forgot to set the drop zone. The drop zone's actually just off the other side of the green, normally. There we go. That should be on the green. But yes, this is Jurassic Park is where my good rounds go to die. I'll come into Jurassic Park only like, 8 over through 14, and then I'll end up like shooting a 92. Decent putt. Tough green. Double bogey. Again, the river comes into play here. Runs down the entire left side of the hole, all the way to the green. So whoever designed this course really made good use of the river that winds through the property. Long bunker down the left-hand side as well. There's also one off to the right, but you gotta hit like 240 to get to there. So as you can see the marker, that's kind of where I'm shooting. I just want to be right of the bunkers on the left. Oh, and I am not. I am in the bunker on the left, unless I bounce out. Nope. Shit. Let's see if I can 3-wood out of the bunker. Been here too many times in real life. And I drop kicked it to the left. It might actually let me play it over there because that is technically not out of bounds. It is across the river though. Normally you would not play this, but I really pulled it to the left. I'm not sure what I want to do here. There's trees in the way. I'm going to go out to the right. I'm just going to chip it back over the river. Because if I hit it too high, I'm just going to hit these trees. So I'm just going to hit back over the river, just to the right of that bunker, hopefully. Oh no, I'm going to just like wimp it out into the river. Try to hit it a little harder. Wow, that was pathetic. That was sad. That was very sad. All right, let's get over the river this time. Jeez. I mean, at least I can say it plays true to life. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how the course came out. It looks pretty good. I haven't seen anything too crazy that needs to get fixed other than that vegetation on 3. All the greens have felt pretty close to their real life counterparts. Everything has felt pretty close to its real life counterpart. So that's pretty cool. So mostly it's just a few little modifications I need to make. Just details here and there. I think as far as like the important trees are where they're supposed to be. I do need a clubhouse. You should be seeing the clubhouse in the background. Basically to the right of the hole. Clubhouse is there. So I need to add the clubhouse. And apparently those trees dead center. I planted a bazillion of them, so I probably gotta take care of that. You can kind of see where the parking lot is up on the right-hand side, so I at least put the parking lot in. got 60 yards. My 56 degree. Oh man, I killed that. Hit it 78 yards. On the green, but smashed it. .65-foot putt. Starts left to right and then kind of goes right to left a little bit, but I'm not gonna make this putt anyway. So, oh, you think I hit it hard enough? Wow. That's the only thing about sim golf. Putting is difficult. It'd be nice if I had like a real life putting green. Oh, wasn't in line with the sensor. Let's try that again. There we go. If you're wondering what that ding is, you can't see it off camera. My launch monitor lets you know when you're ready. Oh yes, finished it up there. So that is about what I normally shoot on this. That is a very standard round at Bretwood South Course for me in real life, and apparently on simulator as well. Wow, I do better at Pebble Beach, which is, you know, a championship course. I've shot like an 82 and an 86 on Pebble Beach, the 2 times that I've played it. And I've played this course hundreds of times in real life. And the Pebble Beach course I've never played in real life or on the sim. I shot 82 and 86. So, wow, I'm a little surprised at that. So yeah, this course plays basically true to real life as far as I am concerned. This is very typical for me on this course. And then yeah, my round goes to die on those last 15, 16, 17 hardest holes on the course. What happened on 11? Oh, 11 I went into the river as well. Yeah. So yeah, those last, I should just start on those holes and then finish up the round and then just play through. I should start on 15, and if I have a terrible, then start over again. But my rounds go to die there. So thanks everybody for watching. Those of you on the Tea and Tobacco channel, be sure to follow the link in the description to Accidental Birdie. Subscribe over there so you can get all my golf content. You know, YouTube hates tobacco related content these days, so it's been kind of a pain in the butt, and now I have this, so this is what I'm doing now. You'll see an interesting cast of characters come through here as time goes on. I have a few playing friends that you will see. I have one who is also a PGA certified teacher, so I'm sure you'll probably see her on the channel, and she beats me every time, and she outstrives me every time, so it is what it is. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. I'm going to go make some tweaks to this course, and I'll probably be playing it again sometime soon, and then you're going to see the North course relatively soon, because I'm working on that one as well. So, thanks everybody. Be sure to go over to Accidental Birdie if you're over on the Tea and Tobacco channel and subscribe over there.